Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with DVD. How you doing? This is gonna be my episode recap of Abbott Elementary. I am behind. I got to get caught up. Like I said, your girl has been going through some things. Okay, but I'm getting back to myself after my little hospital stay, and we're gonna get things back popping. I gotta get back into it's the I gotta get my Black Hampton. This is how far I'm behind. I gotta get my Black Hamptons back up, and then I gotta get my Superstarter, which is Sisters. Now remember, Abbott Elementary is a labor of love. I barely get any views on. I think the highest views I've ever gotten on Abbott Elementary is like maybe 52, but hey, it's my favorite show in the world. I think we should get back into more scripted television, but that's neither here nor there. Here I am. Let's go. So this is going to be the Mother's Day episode, and the description will be, the name of the episode will be in the description box, and then I'm going to try to do just a little hodgepodge of the last two episodes, which was, really good because finally we get the scenes with Janine and Greg. But quick little recap on the Mother's Day episode. Um, you know, Mother's Day evokes so many emotions in people who have lost their mothers. I lost my mom, but at the same time, I'm with Gregory. I have to admit, I don't feel any differently on that day missing her than any other day. It's always the same emotion for me. Um, Maybe because it's commercialized and we feel like we're supposed to have these extended emotions on that day, but it's no different for me. Missing her is missing her. Um, 365 days a year. Okay. But we have the setup is Janine is and how did we get a Father's Day episode evoked into this in the mix? I don't know, but we have Janine searching for her father, and then we have Barbara, who is really, really, really missing her mom. So she decides to have this dinner, and to the dinner she invites just about the whole cast. Um, the cast that does not go, they go to a drag show, which is really, really, really cute and really, really interesting. I like the way, I think Jacob, Janine, and Ava, they go to the drag show. So, um, episode starts out with everybody misunderstanding Jacob because he needs extra keys. And instead of giving him extra keys, Mr. Johnson comes in playing like he's in a mariachi band, and he just Hey, Mr. Johnson, I'm telling you, I know I talk about it all the time. I love service workers. If you know me, then you know how much respect I have for service workers, because in reality, and nobody gives them the respect that they deserve, in reality, they really make this country go around. If it were not for them, people who drive taxis, people who collect garbage, people who uh, do janitorial work. Because of my sensitive stomach, I couldn't do what they do. Okay? We have to give them their flowers, people. Okay? So anyway, the teachers go into the teachers' lounge, and they all talk about what their plans are for Mother's Day. And Jacob is trying to get a field trip started. And the field trip is all about, the school not having the money to do certain types of field trips, and Ava is, she really is encouraging him to come up with monies in her own able way. So then we get out in the hallway, and the next thing that we find out, Janine does not know who her father is. So she calls Vonjetta. I think her mother name is Vonzetta or Vonjetta. And we're just going to call her Von, because I can't remember the whole name, but it's something hood and ghetto. And so she calls her mom, and her mom is like, she's like, can Kevin Hart be my father? Because Abel put that seed in her hair because she was talking about, I really didn't know, I really never knew who my father is. And they was talking about how, they had separate fathers. And Melissa Cementi, she names all her brothers and sisters, but with that one child who has a different father. So Janine calls her mom and she's like, can Kevin Hart be my father? She said, oh, we went to school together, but we, or whatever. So maybe. And she was getting her hair done because, she didn't know who Janine was. Which really surprised me is that was really Taraji P. Henson's voice on the other line, which I really wish they had shown her. Her playing Janine's mother is damn TV gold. Okay. So Barbara gets into her mind. She finds out that Gregory's mama passed, and she gets in her mind that she is going to make this Mother's Day special for Gregory. So Gregory is out there with the flowers and the plants, and then she said, "Well, the flowers and the plants that gets the most nurturing and attention, they are the ones that grow the most." But Gregory was an exceptional gardener, so he was like, "Not necessary." And so she was like, well, I'm going to help you nurture and grow. And I'm not taking no for an answer. Come to my Mother's Day brunch. Okay. So he agrees to go to the Mother's Day brunch. He's like, I'm going to make this shit quick. I'm not staying at this Mother's Day brunch. So, because he wants to go to Top Golf, which is what his tradition is. And see, you can't change people's traditions because that's how you feel they should be. So, fast forward, we get to the simultaneous scenes. We have Mother's Day brunch going on, and then we have the bar scene going on at the drag show. And baby, when I tell you, I so definitely enjoyed that drag show. I'm sorry. That was the best part of the show for me because the way Janine, Ava, and Jacob was at their drag show enjoying themselves, but Janine's mind was elsewhere because she's trying to figure out if Kevin Hart is her father. But at the same time, it was a really popping in that scene. And then they showed Jacob comes up with the idea because the drag queens are on stage talking about how they have free plays and things in the park. So he goes to Ava, and he tells Ava, I got a bright idea. We're going to have our field trip no matter what. And that doggone Ava was like, she came up with the idea. That Ava is a mess child. And so, anyway, back at the dinner scene, we have Shamenti, Barb, and Gregory, the main cast at the dinner scene. And then, of course, we have Taylor, who's Barbara's daughter. The thing about it is, Barbara was so frantic and so insistent on making that day special. She didn't even realize that nobody at the dinner scene was happy. So they get to praying over Gregory, and Gregory is not a big religious dude, okay? They get to praying over him. He's like, okay, let me figure out a way to get the fuck out of here. So he finally figures out a way to get out, and Barbara is so disappointed. And he's like, and then her children, her daughter Taylor comes to her and say, Mom, it is okay to, show your emotions on this day because this day is not only about your mother or Gregory's mother. The day is about you too. You're a mom, right? So Gregory finally gets up with enough gumption to leave, and he does do that. And where is he? He's at Top Golf. And Barbara follows him, and he was like, now, Barbara, I'm not coming back to your house. And she said, no, Gregory, I understand. This is your way to process. Right. You have to understand that everybody has their way of process. And being that I'm not a religious person, I don't turn to the Bible for my comfort. I turn to, other people, listening, reading. Everybody has their way. So she's like, well, you know what, this is not so bad. And she started hitting a couple balls. She said, I'm going to hit me a couple home runs and myself. And then Gregory said, enjoy. And he leaves her there. And she has her own little moment. Okay, back to the Janine and her scene with Kevin Hart. So Kevin Hart finally gets in touch with her, right? Because she finds out that he really is not her father, which you know we do that. And he's like, bitch, I know you have been calling me, harassing me. Why are you harassing me? And he's like, well, you know, Vonjetta, you know, you and Von went to school together. Because, you know, like I said, I don't really know her now. You went to school together, so I was just assuming that, you know, I thought maybe you might have been my dad because y'all did have the sexual relations. And he was like, oh, yeah, we did do that. But, you know, no, I wrapped it up every time. So in the background, Mr. Johnson comes in. He's like, hey, Mr. Johnson. And then she tried to tell him, well, you know, Mr. Johnson works with me too. And he's like, bitch, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Mr. Johnson. And we leave off with Janine still not knowing who her father is, and her realizing that even though she didn't know who he was, you know, it was for the best, because, you know, her sister does know who her father is, and she spends, you know, dinners with him and Mother's Day with her stepmom. So she didn't have to have that missing elements that Janine does. But Janine, we're going to get our fulfillment. So the setup is for the next episode, because they're going to go to that free, remember, park with the wooden slide. So that's going to be my episode recap of the Mother's Day episode. Like I said, the description will be in down below. This is Reality with Diva D. Click the notification bell button. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It is fun over here. You will enjoy the content. And Abbott Elementary, like I said, is labor of love. And if you watch the show, then you understand. Again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And as I do when I close, I'm going to talk about deuces.